So nobody's in the Korea server, but we're going to log in anyway and do a ground attack mission on the US side, the P-51D Mustang. This part's always fun. Wait 5 minutes to see if you get in or not. I always get into the Korea server. Whatever this new multiplayer bug in the 2.5 open beta is, it doesn't affect this. Can't prove it, but I strongly suspect the Harrier. Although I have managed to log into a server with a Harrier. Just about everybody I've talked to who has problems connecting in 2.5 open beta, I have 8 gigabytes of RAM. There's a couple of TF-51 here missions for people who haven't bought any planes. I'm not, they're reconnaissance missions. I'm not quite sure what you're actually supposed to do. I should really try one sometime. But we've got the P-51, so let's go try and find something to strafe and rocket. And bomb. Here it comes. Oh, that wasn't a long wait at all. That was good. That wasn't a long wait at all. It's good. It's just me and the server. Somebody's got to be first. Hopefully I'll attract some others. I can't change my livery anymore. So fuel is 68%. That means my wing tanks are full. And where is it? My rear tank is empty. That's actually pretty good. The P-51 doesn't handle well when this rear tank has fuel in it. It gets a lot better when the center of gravity is a little further forward. So this is a good place to start, and this will give us a good long mission time. Okay, I don't think I've ever flown this loadout before. I'm not even sure if it's technically possible. We're overweight if you look here, but well, we're going to do it anyway. 8 rockets and 2 bombs. Are they 500-pound bombs? Who knows? I think they're 500s. Maybe they're 250s.
Request rearming.
Yeah, they're probably 250s.
Copy.
So first thing we do is turn on the generator, battery, gun heat. You normally wouldn't turn on the pitot heat at this point because it's drawing power, but I don't think it matters in this sim. We bring up the flaps. They are down now, but they will come up as soon as we get hydraulic pressure.
Rearming complete.
Carburetor air goes to ram. Rudder trim up to about 6. This is okay. A little more doesn't hurt. You want forward trim when you take off because you don't want to take off too early. You want it to stay nose down on the runway. Although I still have trouble with this. It wants to take off before you really have speed to fly, which is dangerous. I love this. The free TF-51 doesn't do this. The P-51 does. Look at that. on, mag's on. Just get that, we'll crack that, just a little bit of throttle and put the RPMs all the way to the end. Fuel booster on. Open up the starter. We don't need to dilute the oil. Actually, how warm is it out there? It's 4 degrees Celsius. Let's just for fun, it doesn't matter, but I'll show you. This is squirting a little bit of gasoline into the oil to dilute it. I think you're supposed to do it a lot longer, actually. Let's hang on to that for a while. Here's another important thing when you're starting up. You don't have to do it, but you'll wish you did. You hold, so there's wheel brakes, and I have to use the keyboard for them. That's the wheel brakes there, as opposed to the rudder, which is back and forth. The wheel brakes are on the toes. So you hold the wheel brakes down, and then you pull the parking brake while they're down, and then you let go of the wheel brakes, and then the parking brake, and it sticks. So now the brakes are stuck on. That'll keep us from going anywhere when we start up. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. We just need to prime it for a couple seconds. We're going to get ready to, I'm going to hit the M key to turn the mixture to run once it starts. And here we go. And it's that easy. The P-51 is started. Look at that cable. So cool. Now I'm doing that with my mouse. I can also do it with the throttle on my joystick. And I've got the prop RPM set to my page up and page down keys. For takeoff and landing, you want it on full. Uncage the gyro for the artificial horizon. Looks like our instrument lights are already on. They're there and right there. And what else? We can close the cockpit at this point. Control C. It's a lot quieter and nicer. Here's the radio. That's the tower frequency on A. Over here we have an IFF, which I don't really understand, but might as well turn it on. I don't think this homing adapter thing works, whatever it is, but there is, right, this thing. Actually, I'm a little vague on what that is. Anyway, whatever it is, it's on. We're hardly pulling any amps. Just about nothing, that's interesting. Let's turn the landing light on and see if they go up. Landing light is the L key. It's on your gear leg. You can barely see the effect. What else? Flaps are up. You'll see they've come up. They've come up now all by themselves. Once the hydraulic pressure has come up. If you pull this, the hydraulic pressure all goes away. And I guess the flaps don't go down. So we'll put that back in and let it build back up again. You can see it building up. One thing a real P-51 pilot does after they land and everything's done, you pull that lever out so that you don't keep pressure in the system to put strain on it, and that also makes the wheel well doors on the bottom of the plane fall open. When you see a parked P-51, the doors will be open, although normally even when the gear are extended on a P-51, the doors are up to minimize drag. What else? We can close this. Alright, let's turn on our guns. Normally you probably wouldn't do this on the runway, but we're not going to kill anybody in here. So that will turn on the gun sight, and there it is. And turn its brightness down to something reasonable. About there. Turn on the gyro indicator as well. And we're ready to roll. For taxiing, usually you want to come up over here, and this is not so good. You can stick your head right through the canopy. And apparently people in VR can stick their heads right outside. Now I'm going to hit the brakes again, and that's going to take my brake off down here. Now I'm ready to... Taxiing out. Oh, and there it is. That's the thing I just turned on, the scare you to death indicator. That's a little radar, and its job is to tell you if someone's sneaking up behind you, but it doesn't work when you're on the ground because it thinks the ground is someone sneaking up behind you. I don't know why I had to move for that to work, but that was interesting. Alright, I'm going to save this video and I'll see you in part 2 for takeoff.